We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Two potential X factors in this series right there. The first game is coming up. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game. Dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
The next Cub up, Jason Heyward. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Heyward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's out number 2. Here's Chris Bryant now. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of that fastball.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. We got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. The ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. He's set and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. So it's a one-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Here's the first pitch to him. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Contreras is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. The 0-2 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. A little bouncer.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Rip. First base line. Hosmer has it. Escobar. On to Hosmer. A double play, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. Next to the plate for the Padres, number 87. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Yu Darvish. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Darvish.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
And ready for his first at-bat, Addison Russell. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. The last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. No balls and 1 strike. Russell behind 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
To 1-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys. He didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Jason Heyward now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the line at first. The 0-1 on its way. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and Heyward is gone on strikes, and there's 1 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Now batting.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. With 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Nimmo has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Schwarber.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 87. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Pitch on the way. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Anthony Rizzo is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the fifth.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Ready for another chance? Ian Happ. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low apparently. And that one stayed up a little high.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. The Padres lead it 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Yu Darvish. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
In there, no balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate. Oh,
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-0. Digging in once again, number 87. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike called. Now the throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. This is line to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. To him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Chris Bryant becomes the 2nd out of the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's off the plate.
And it's
Ball
to
2.
2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 8th inning coming up. The Padres lead it 2-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bouncer to the left side, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. No hits to this point. A ball and a strike.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Two and two to the Cubs catcher.
I got to count 2-2.
For the first, Hosmer has it. Escobar on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Center fielder number 8, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We've played 8 full. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th is. So in now for Chicago, Justin Grimm. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
No,
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Here's Addison Russell. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yep.
And a fastball just a bit up. Sent on the ground out to second. Met fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Here's Javier Baez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Change-up that catches the corner for strike one.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. San Diego took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Number 87 earns his team leading 11th win, and it's a dandy, a complete game 3-hit performance. Yu Darvish pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
2 runs, 6 hits, no errors.